All right, guys. The next story is about Chris Cuomo and this communist. I didn't even know this woman until like I seen her on the YouTube feed. Her name is Jamie Peck. Apparently, I think she coalescing with the Luigi Fund. What the Defense Fund, something like that. If I'm getting it wrong, guys, please apologize. I should have did more research before I got on here. This is what I heard, so I don't think it's hers. I think it's owned by somebody that's anonymous. I think she just, promoting it. Of course, Chris Cuomo, right? He's in the media sphere, wealthy, why are people praising Luigi? Oh, that's Chris Cuomo basically saying, paraphrasing, and Jamie Peck put him in his place, rightfully so. I'm finna play the video, and y'all know what I do. I pause it, so here we go.
Jamie Peck joins us now. Thank you for taking the opportunity.
Thank you for having me.
Help me understand, why is it a beautiful thing? Why do you support him assassinating another human being in cold blood?
So I was definitely joking a little bit, obviously drawing a comparison between what Donald Trump said about himself and the sort of explosion, this appetite, this excitement for the conversation that Luigi Mangione started. But I do think to call this an act of terrorism is an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
That right there. How is that terrorism? Let me look up the definition of terrorism. Like maybe, it's supposed to be people in the justice system. They're supposed to be smarter than me, right? The injustice system. So no, I'm finna look up the definition of terrorism. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Terrorists. Sorry, I can't see it. I can't pull up another screen. It says terrorist, a person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation, especially against civilian, in pursuit of political aims. Civilians, like a terrorist act is when you kill multiple people. So yeah, like label him as a terrorist. Like, so basically, you could take that same definition of terrorist and use it towards Brian Thompson, because ain't denying people life-saving treatment, isn't that a form of terrorism? Like, but it's legal. See, it's legal because he wore a suit. He had that blue suit on, right, in that picture right there. Like, see, that's legal. Like, like, so yeah. So, but oh God, let me continue to cook.
Terrorism is something designed to strike fear into the hearts of non-combatant civilians, right? The general population. Nobody but a tiny class of CEOs has been made to live in fear by Luigi's actions, but nearly everybody knows what it's like to live in fear of having a necessary medical claim denied, the fear of having your life ruined or potentially ended.
Exactly. Like, my dad could be still living if only United Healthcare covered his fucking experimental treatment. It was experimental, it's a new thing they using, but they don't cover experimental drugs. So he slowly died, and he got COVID in 2020. I don't know how he did. His healthcare worker must have got it, gave it to him. I don't know, but he got it, and apparently he had a heart attack. And COVID causes heart attacks, and dad was already immune compromised. So yeah, that's what I'm getting to. But yeah, like my friend's baby would have been 7 years old if only. Oh God, it's emotional. If only they covered the experimental treatment for that, like for her to have her kid. Like, just just these healthcare companies, man, just decimated so many people's lives. People had savings accounts. People had dreams of maybe starting their own business, but they got sick. Like it's like you being punished for getting sick. But but the real actuality is it's not punishment. It's just a for-profit mafia makes more money by denying claims because you pay a lot of money into this shit and don't expect no results, like basically. So yeah, continue.
By a stack of medical bills. And I think in a system with so much violence that's directed from the top down, it should come as no surprise when violence begins to boomerang back from the bottom up onto the 1%. Also, I would like to remind you on the subject of terrorism, nearly 3,000 Americans lost their lives on 9/11, right? This is the largest terrorist attack this country has ever seen. An estimated 190,000 people are murdered each year by our broken healthcare system. That is the equivalent of 52 9/11s worth of deaths every year. Every single week, another 9/11 happens. So I got to ask, who is the more prolific terrorist?
That's what I just said earlier. United Healthcare, these health insurance companies are the terrorists because thousands of people die, due to not having health insurance, due to denying treatment, So, but one guy, Merck's the CEO, and he's labeled as a terrorist. Oh God, and, shout out to everybody that's on Luigi's side in this. Like most of everybody at this point, it's sorry for the noise in the background, y'all. Nicotine.
In this equation.
Well, first of all, as you may know, Jamie, terrorism is a specific legal standard, right? There's no question that Luigi did what he did in furtherance of a political agenda. He said it, okay? So I don't see this as a question of fact or law. It's about the policy behind it. What I don't understand, and you are somebody who in your positions is constantly trying to embrace the humanity of situations, right? I've been looking at why you support what you do with what's happening in the Middle East conflict. To me, this seems to be anathema to this.
Maybe she support what's going on. Maybe she support Palestinians because she realized that